Respected viewers, our program got discontinued due to some technical snag. We apologize for that. But shortly we will resume with Guruji's speech once again. Please bear with us for this delay. Thank you. Shortly we will be resuming the program once again, beginning with Guruji's speech, Mangala Harati, and we shall conclude after that. Thank you.
Om Sri Veera Raghavaya Namaha. Pranam to my father and Guru, Sri NVRA Chary. And my respects pranam to my Guru, Sri PVK Punyashwara. Today is a very auspicious day, 21st March 2021. Right from the morning, we are celebrating Guruji's 108th Janmadina Aradhana Mahothsavam. This Aradhana Mahothsavam, when Sun is in Pisces, where Guruji's birth month, Sun enters into Pisces, Meena Rasi, around 13th or 14th of every year, March, and it will be there on 13th or 14th of April. The very specific month. Why the name Meena? Guruji is called Meena too. Why this very specific name Meena? Guruji's son is in Putra Bhadravada Nakshatra in Meena Rasi, and Guruji's friend R. Gopala Krishna Rao's Chandrama is in Uttara Bhadravada Nakshatra in Meena Rasi. The two luminaries were there in Meena, the Pisces. So they kept the name as, pen name as Meena. And R. Gopala Krishna Rao is Meena 1. Our Guruji, Raghava Chary ji, is Meena 2. That is why the rest all things, how further, why that name Meena has come, I have elaborately given in Jiva Sharira book, Kalam Saguna's book, Nakshatras Siddhantha book. Guruji himself has written in his preface. I trust many people throughout the world have read all these books. The importance of Nakshatras Siddhantha has been elaborately written by Guruji Raghava Chary. That's why we call him as Siddha Purusha and reincarnation of Satyacharya. The entire system of Meena to Nadi system has come out from Dhruva Nadi, Sugatpiri Nadi, some principles from Buddha Nadi, and the entire Meena system has come out from there. And Guruji further developed it and brought it out as Meena to Nadi system. Right from the morning, I trust you all would have enjoyed excellent session from a great speakers on Meena to pillars like Uttamadrekana, Jiva Sarira, Gunas, Nakshatra Dikpala, planets aspects, and Binapada. The great scholars have spoken. And they given, I also watched that program. They are all given extraordinary talk and beautiful, crystal clear examples and linking the Guruji's principles. The entire Meena to Nadi system is totally based on prediction. We can call it as a tool for prediction. Being a very auspicious day, I also felt, let me also speak. One of the principles Guruji and Guruji's friend written in 1940s, that is called Kalamsa. The Kalamsas, as I always used to say, Kala Amsa, the Kal Amsa If a Devajna, an astrologer, or let it be anybody, if you are not following the Kala, the Karna, Kala, Nirmaya, the Kala, you are not called a Devajna because Dasha, Bhukti, Antara, all these things are linked with the Kala only. The Kalas are important, the time is important. That's why repeatedly whenever we speak about the time, the Kala, Rasa, Bhukti, Antara, the astrologer also has to follow the Kala, the time. That is the important point you have to understand. Here, how the Kala comes, how it varies, how it gives time, how it gives prediction, how we can use that Kala, the time, to link with the birth chart. I have already given in Jiva Sarira how to link your birth chart with the Bhukti Antara with the Gochara chart in a very beautiful flow chart. Moment when you read Jiva Sarira book, you will be knowing how to link your birth chart, how to link the Kala. Everywhere when you note in Uttamadrekana or one or two planets control of Guruji's, Guruji has always given importance for Lagna, Lagnapada. They are very, very important factor. You would have seen many of my talks in Minatu online YouTube channel. I have focused main thing on the Lagna, the Lagnapada. Always Guruji, Raghava Chary has to give importance for it. What we say, what we preach is that planet positioned in a house may not deliver result, the star lord will deliver result favorable or unfavorable is the greatest quote in JKR Astrologer's Foundation where we used to teach. It is not the planet exaltation or a debilitation which is going to give a result for you. It is its Nakshatras which is going to give result. This always you should understand. That is why in our teaching we focus on that. When we teach significators for you, or when we teach anything we teach, we focus on star lord. The Jiva Sarira concepts, what is there, it is a double disposable theory of Nakshatras. The Jiva planet is nothing but a planet positioned in a star. The star lord is Jiva planet. The Jiva planet, Nakshatradipati, is a Sarira planet. That is here when you look at it, first planet positioned in a house may not deliver result. That planet lord is Jiva. From the Jiva Nakshatradipati, again Jiva Nakshatra Sarira. That's why the Nakshatra Siddhantam, the Minatu NAADI system, it's a core in prediction. Today I would like to speak something on Kalamsa. This is written by our Guruji and Guruji's friend R. Gopalakrishna Rao in 1940s. After that they could not publish it and this kept it. You know this all, you can read it in the preface of Guruji's Practical and Astrology. Let us not go into the detail about it. Where the Meena, Guruji and R. Gopalakrishna Rao written very clearly what is ruling planet. The ruling planet, the word. The Kala Amsa sublord, the very word. Yeah, beautifully they have mentioned and given. The division of a nakshatra, the star lord, with that we stopped it. But when you come to the Kalamsa, the star lord, they are dividing into many parts with respect to linking with the Vimsotridasa system. It's an unequal division. They made it. That division is something great. If you have a right birth time, or if you have a right question time, I am damn sure you will arrive, reach up to the point for the prediction and timing of events. That is the beauty of Minatu NAADI system. Here, When in 1940-43 they have written, they could not publish. After that they had a discussion with Dr. B.V. Raman and they have published the book. They published their article, The Truth About Amsa Divisions by Minawan. The truth about Amsa divisions. Amsa. Kala Amsas. Kala Amsas. Then they have slashed, they made. It is called Sublord. Ruling planets. All they have written in 1940-44 itself. Those days, there is no, what you call that, instruments or anything whereby they can reach today how I am reaching you, how my YouTubes are coming, how my thoughts are coming. It was not. That time it was not. The traveling facilities were not there, so this they could not expose it, they could not tell to the people, but God is great. Universe is great. After 60 years, after writing that Kalamsa book, when Guruji's centenary celebration, I have brought that Kalamsa back to the Meena to Nadi fold and given a new dimension to the Kalamsa Lord. How to identify Kalam, new dimension I have brought it out. And for the dimension in that I have put Nakshatra Digbala, Gunas and Digbala and put for that Kalamsa Lord. And how that Bhava or Karaka is working, I have written a book called Kalamsa Gunas. That book, 4 prints have come. I believe you can see this book, Kalamsa. I believe many people would have bought this book from here. I would like to tell, this is written on Guruji's centenary celebration, 2013. I have written this book. Then after that, 4 prints have come. In this, I would like to say a many point. There, Gopalakrishna Rao and Raghava Chary ji, they have not considered the sun star in Mesha and the Jupiter stars in Mithuna, and they left it as a Bina. They have not considered Binna Pada, Binna Kalamsa they have not considered. So they have written that time 243 subs, but 800 minutes they have divided so beautifully with the planets. And they are given how to divide it. Each planet duration, that there is no change, they have written already how to divide a 13 degrees 20 minutes into Vimsotri Dasa system. Beautifully they have divided. They are the pioneer, they are the first people to give what is Kalamsa, what is Sublord. Then the divisions you can see 800 minutes, 13 degrees 20 minutes. They are perfectly divided as per Vimsotri Dasa system. And you can see that. This is very beautifully they have divided. In Kalamsa Guna's book, I have entered the article published in Astrological magazine. With the thanks to Dr. Raman, I have published in this book, which was very useful for me. The God is great, Guruji is great. Exactly after 60 years, a cycle of 5 cycles of Jupiter and 2 cycles of Saturn, it has come to me, and I could reproduce entire columns of the new dimension, new thinking, new thought. It's a wonderful concept, Kalamsas. I would like to give 2 examples, and I would like to say a point. There, they have not given Binna Kalamsa of Rahu and the Binna Kalamsa of Sun, Moon. They have not given. That way, when you have 1 to 4 sign, 2 Binna Kalamsa, from Simha to Vrichika, 2 Binna Kalamsa, from Dhanur to Meena, 2 Binna Kalamsa. This has left it. But the divisions they made so beautifully, 800 minutes, with the perfectly what is the duration of all planets. When we are taking this Binna, because Binna Pada is one of the beautiful concepts of Guruji Raghava Chary ji. The Binna Pada concept is a beautiful concept. So here I would like to say the Kalamsa, the 2 examples. Here one example, how Lagnadipatis or Dasamadipatis, Kalamsa Lord is not in consonance with the Lagna or with the Bhavadipati, irrespective of the greatness in the horoscope, this person may not reach very great heights. That's the point I would like to focus here. One IAS officer horoscope and another Bill Gates horoscope. Two horoscopes I want to discuss with you. Quickly I will tell you, you can read this, and many YouTube channels you can watch. Many of my talks you can see in Meenatu online YouTube. Here I would like to be in Guruji's birthday. I would like to do two similar points for you. Here, in IAS officer chart, when I say his Lagna is a Mithuna Lagna, Lagna Padadipati is Mars. In Kanya, Guru Bhagavan is there. He is in Chitta Nakshatra. Rahu Bhagavan is in Tula Rasi in Chitta Nakshatra. And Shani Bhagavan in Vrichika Jyeshta Nakshatra. And then in Dasamasthana, Mars is sitting in Shani Bhagavan Nakshatra, Uttara Bhadravada. Then in Labhasthana, Ketu is in Ketu Nakshatra. Shukra Bhagavan in Shukra Nakshatra, Chandra Bhagavan in Chandra Surya Shukra Nakshatra, and in Dwadasa Bhava, Surya is in Mrigashira Nakshatra, Mercury is in there. This is the combination. When we just speak about 10th house, Guru Bhagavan is in the star of Mars, the subdivision of Kalamsa of Shani Bhagavan. When you divide, that Guru is in the Kalams of Shani. The Kalams of Shani, the 10th house, the star lord is not favorable with the Kalamsa lord, and the pure Satvika planet Guru Bhagavan is also not very admirable with Shani Bhagavan. The Shani Bhagavan, the Kalamsa Lord, posited in 6,000, Mars is in 10th house. These combinations have given and projected him as an IAS officer. So there is no doubt on that. He could climb and he could reach IAS, he could get a status of IAS. The Singasana, that Simha symbol, IAS officer can utilize it. He all got it. Raja Mudra, you can say. Guruji used to write beautifully, used to tell Raja Mudra, who can possess Raja Mudra, who can fix Raja Mudra. So he has got all these combinations, horoscope is good. But throughout his life, he lived like only IAS officer. He could not claim and reach to the biggest position. That is why moment we look at, oh, you are going to become a great officer, but intensity. Should always look intensity. Intensity of the Lagna, intensity of the Bhava, how we are going to take you to the very great height is very important. So the 10th house is given, the focusing, everything, all these things are good, and Kalamsa Lord is also posited in 6th house, Shani Bhagavan 6th house is good. He is in the nakshatra of Jyeshta. Shani Bhagavan is in the nakshatra of Jyeshta. The Jyeshtadipati Buddha Bhagavan is a Lagnadipati. These combinations have taken him to the greater heights and good heights. Always Guruji says there is an aspect between Mars and Jupiter. You should consider very carefully. So all these things are there. It has indicated this person has become IAS officer. Can we say he has become a very successful IAS officer? He was just IAS officer retired, shuttling here and there and rope work. He could not get a big flow. Why? Guruji Raghava Chary says, look about the Lagna. The Lagna here is the Mithuna Lagna. Lagnadipati is Buddha Bhagavan. He is in the star of Mars. Mars is in the Kalamsa of Shani Bhagavan. When the Shani Bhagavan Kalamsa, the Lagna itself, that Mercury is in the star of Mars, and the Kalamsa of Shani Bhagavan posited in the 6th house. The Shani is the lord of the 8th house. And the planet posited Sun and Mercury from the 12th house, they are aspecting the Shani Bhagavan. and there is no favorable aspect to the Shani Bhagavan, where the Lagna, irrespective of Vikata, IAS, everything, he could not fly high. He could, to some extent, he could fly and retain. That's the beauty of that. Always Kalamsas are very, very Bhava Kalamsa, Lagna Kalamsa, Karakas Kalamsas, how they are linking with the birth. That's why what we say, the Bhavadipatis Kalamsa, the Lagnadipati is Mercury's, the Kalamsa Lord Shani Bhagavan puts it in 6th house and he is the 8th Lord. And the two planets, the Sun, the name and fame giving planet, and Lagnadipati puts it in 12th house aspect. He could not fly high. That's the point always we should look at it. Where he could not fly high. That's why there is a restriction happened. Let us talk about one more example. Bill Gates. You all know he's a great philanthropist. Software. Greatest person in the world. Everyone knew about Bill Gates. His horoscope also Mithuna Lagna. 3rd house, Guru Bhagavan is there. That is Simha Rasi. He is in the star of Maka Nakshatra. In 4th house, that is in Kanya Rasi, Mars, Mercury together in the nakshatra of Chandrama, Asta Nakshatra. In Panchamasthana, that is in Tula Rasi, Shukra Bhagavan, Shani Bhagavan, Surya Bhagavan, they are there. So the Rahu Bhagavan is in Jyeshta Nakshatra. In Tula Rasi, Shani Bhagavan in Vishaka Nakshatra, Surya Bhagavan in Swati Nakshatra, and Shukra Bhagavan in Vishaka Nakshatra. In 10th house, Chandrama is in Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra, Ketu Bhagavan is in 12th house, Rishabha Rasi, Mars. This is the combination when you just look at it. Why this person is great? It's simple, one point what we say, how the things are taking shape, how things are happening, all depends upon Lagna Bhava. Here the Lagnadipati is Buddha Bhagavan, Mithuna Lagna. Simple point, why Kalamsa is great, I would like to tell. Kalamsa is the greatest concept given by Minas. Unfortunately, the both were not there to tell. In 1960s, R. Gopalakrishna Rao, 1950, 44 years written, 1950, published, 2 times published this matter, 1960 he expired. And Guruji has written, again further he has developed, and it came to me after 60 years, being the son of Meena too. So I could elaborate it, I could take it up with the blessings of Guruji. The concepts are great unless otherwise being explored or being told to the people. Here when you talk about Lagnatipati is the Mercury, Mithuna Lagna. The Lagnatipati is Buddha Bhagavan, is in the star of Chandrama. The Chandrama is posited in the 10th house. Everything in the profession matter only, Lagna is linked, professional matters only what it is linked. Then Buddha Bhagavan, that is in the nakshatra of moon. That moon is connected to the 10th house. Now when you talk minutely the Lagna Pada, here the Lagna Pada is Punaros Nakshatra, 2nd Pada, which is Uttamadreka. The Lagna Padadipati, Guru Bhagavan, is in the Kalamsa of Mercury. A Sattvika planet, Lagna Padadipati, is in the Kalamsa of Buddha Bhagavan, is also Sattvika. That Buddha is exalted in Kanya Rasi. He is sitting with Mars. This Mercury and the Mars, they both are aspecting the 10th house. That is the moon. Whenever a planet is in the star, if the star lord is being aspected by this planet, definitely the both houses will flourish. That's a very beautiful point in the NAADI sutras. Many sutras Guruji has given. This is also a wonderful sutra, what we look at it. Here, the Lagna Padadipati Guru Bhagavan is in the Mercury Kalamsa. That Mercury is exalted sitting in his own house and being aspected by the moon, the star lord. A beautiful combination. That is why just because you keep up earning money, many people in the world, they earn a lot of money, they never become popular. They will never be well known. But Bill Gates is a well-known figure, personality in the world. A charitable person, industrialist, a kind-hearted person. This all could know because of the luck, because he's a purely sattvic in nature. He's not of a rajasic, sattvic, whereby the Lagna Padadipati, which has helped him to be a service to the humankind, service to the society. His money is given to the society because of the sattvic nature of the Lagna Padadipati. Is in the Kalamsa of Buddha Bhagavan, that Mercury. The Mercury again is a sattvika. All the earned money for him, and which has given a name and fame for him, and is Farsa, which is the part and parcel of Guru Nadi, which is part and parcel of Meenatu Nadi system to you. Learn Meenatu Nadi system. Join in JKR Astrologer's Foundation. Free coaching classes. And still you wanted to join in my specialized online coaching, what I am giving personally, on to selected people. Join and learn Meenatu Nadi system and master Nakshatras Siddhantha to give instant, quick, accurate prediction within the short duration of scanning the horoscope. With this, Guruji's blessings be there with you. With Raghava Charyji's blessings be there with you to study and learn Meenatu Nadi system. I trust right from the morning would have really enjoyed all the session. Mine is the last talk. I trust this also would have enjoyed. With this, good blessings to you. Ukram Viram Mahavishnu Julantam Sarvatomkam Simvam Veshanam Bhatram Virtimrityam Namamiham. Jai Meenatu.
Thank you very much, Raja sir. Sri AVSK Karthik, a CA by profession and a JKR working committee member, has penned a poetry, a mantra on Guru. I request him to recite the poem on the occasion of Guruji's birthday.
Om Sri Raghava Nama. Sri Guruve Saranam Saranam Raghava Chary Garu Nityam Smaranam Purvajanma Sukrutam Jyotishya Vidyadharanam Sadgurula Bodhanam Nityam Acharanam. Sri Guruve Saranam Saranam Raghava Chary Garu Nityam Smaranam Purvajanma Sukrutam Jyotishya Vidyadharanam Sadgurula Bodhanam Nityam Acharanam. Sri Guruve Saranam Saranam Raghava Chary Garu Nityam Smaranam Purvajanma Sukrutam Jyotishya Vidyadharanam Sadgurula Bodhanam Nityam Acharanam. Jai Meenatu. Thank you.
So we had a very eventful 108th Janmadina Aradhana Mahothsavam of Poojya GURUJI Sri Raghava Chary. To conclude the annual event, I request Professor B. Haimavati to present vote of thanks.
Om Shri Sairam, Om Shri Viraraghavaya Namaha. With Guruji's blessings, we have so far completed Guruji's birthday celebrations with the special talks on Guruji Raghava Charyji's principles. Starting with the excellent prayer song by Guruji's great granddaughter Chiranjeevi Srinika, daughter of Satyashri Raja from Mumbai, invoking the presence of 18 Siddhas. Let Guruji's blessings be with that child to achieve many more blessings and laurels from the world. Dr. Raja given an excellent welcome address and spoke about importance about Guruji and his works. Dr. Raja's continuous encouragement and blessings may take us to greater heights in spreading NAADI system. We thank you, Dr. BVK Shastri Garu, Chancellor of Yoga Sanskritam University, Florida, USA, and Dr. Kashyap Prabhakar Garu, Chief Executive Officer of Yoga Sanskritam University, for your blessing messages. We thank our chief guest, Shri Ravindranath Gupta Garu, former Secretary, Vaishya Vasati Gruham and also Educational Trust, for his impressive message and new dimension of explanation for JKR. We also thank Murali Krishna Gupta, member of JKR team, for escorting him to our JKR function. We thank Shri NV Sridharan Garu, eldest son of Guruji, for his blessing message. We also thank Dr. Shanta Devi Garu for her inspiring speech. We once again bless Chiranjeevi Srinika for her Mangalam while concluding the inaugural session. On the occasion of Guruji's birthday, starting with my speech on Lagna, I could express my thoughts based on Meena to Nadi principles. We thank Professor K.V. Sharvan Kumar for his excellent talk on Jiva Shariram, and Dr. Lekha for her nice talk on medical astrology, and Professor K. Sharada Devi for her wonderful talk on professional break linking with Meena to Nadi principles. We would like to thank Professor R. Katyayani for her excellent talk on role of debilitated planet, and Dr. Hemalata for her wonderful lecture on materialistic prosperity. After lunch, we started our second technical session with a speech by Professor Satyashri Raja on combination of Bhavadipati and Karaka, and we thank Professor Satyashri Raja for her excellent lecture. Next, we would like to thank Professor T.K. Raghunathan Garu for his wonderful speech on Karma Siddhantha. We also thank Sri J.S. Shastri for his nice presentation on Nakshatra Parivartana, and Professor V. Murali technical support given by our technical team for telecasting live this entire seminar, and also working Panchama Bhava. Finally, we thank Professor NVRA Raja for his wonderful inputs on importance on Kalamsha. We also thank Dr. Hemalata Garu for anchoring and smooth conducting for today's program. We also thank all viewers watching this program live. Last but not least, a great technical support given by our technical team for telecasting live this entire seminar, and also working committee members and faculty of JKR for conducting this program smoothly. Finally, we pray our Guruji to bless each and everyone to have excellent health, wealth, prosperity. Thank you, one and all. Finally, Dr. Raja will give Aarti to Guruji to conclude today's celebration.
Please join us for the Mangala Harati to Pooja Guruji. I request Madam Karanam Madhulata Garu to sing the Mangalam.
जय मंगलमुनीकु सर्वेश्वरा, जय मंगलमुनीकु जलजवासिनिकी, जय मंगलमुनीकु सर्वेश्वरा. శరణాగత పారిజాతమా, ఊరిన సురులు పాలి భూతమా, శరణాగత పారిజాతమా, ఊరిన సురులు పాలి భూతమా. అరుదైన సృష్టికి ఆది మూలమా, అరుదైన సృష్టికి ఆది మూలమా. ఓం హరి నమో పరమ పుటాల వాలమా, జయ మంగళము నీకు సర్వేశ్వరా, జయ మంగళము నీకు జలజవాసినికి, జయ మంగళము నీకు సర్వేశ్వరా. సద్వీశ్వరా జయమంగళము నీకు జలజవాసునికి జయమంగళం శుభమంగళం జయమంగళం శుభమంగళం జయమంగళం శుభమంగళం జయమంగళం శుభమంగళం.